Good morning, welcome back to the Finca. Another beautiful day.
Yes, much better today.
It's about 25 degrees at the moment, which is just perfect. We've been for a walk with the dogs. They're nicely settled in their kennel, but they're back to the vets this afternoon to have their stitches removed. Yeah, it's forecast for 30, which is 86 degrees Fahrenheit, so not too bad.
We're getting good at this Fahrenheit now.
Yeah, we're working on it. Today I'm still on light duties. My back is an awful lot better, but I did do a bit of hoovering yesterday, a bit of tidying up after Andy was getting the render off the wall.
When he made a mess.
When he made a mess, and I can feel it this morning, so I am a bit conscious, still on light duties, but I'm going to do some oiling, which I was going to do the other day and never got round to it. The ceiling and the entrance hall of the apartment has never been oiled, so I'll do that. The door needs touching up where Andy put the lock in.
I made a howling error.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to be doing the downstairs loo door just yet because
we've had a change of plan, yet another one. Lying in bed, tossing and turning, thinking how to do this loo and the boxing in and that. No one likes boxing. We don't like boxing in, but we've got no choice because we can't run the pipework through these walls. They've got to go on the outside. But we want it to look, the best it can possibly look. We're in no hurry. We want to spend the time to get it right. So yeah, we'll go and have a look. So back in a familiar spot. We've raked out all this, we're having it all exposed stone. I was thinking about somehow boxing in around here, but I'm not doing that now. I'm going to take the cistern off, and we're going to rake out the rest of the wall and have it all exposed, and I'm going to mount this back on a big piece of wood, the same as the frame. You might be able to see through the door here, big thick square piece, just one piece right at the back with the stone all around it. Then as I said, we can't avoid these pipes, they've got to be here, we can't put them in the walls or anything. So I'm going to put a big board, I've actually ordered a board, and make like it should hopefully look like just a big piece of timber in the corner, and then box a shelf across the back down there to do that. When I go and pick up the wood for that, I'm going to get the cladding for this side as well. We are getting there slowly. Like I say, we're in no hurry, we want it to be absolutely the best that it can be. So let's crack on. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to put an angle on this joint here to send this check valve up through my new shelf. There's no lever on it because if you remember, we can only get red ones, and we painted them all blue and put them in a safe place where they still are because we can't find them. So that'll then run up through my shelf. So the first job is to get this cistern out of the way.
Okay, so this is the ceiling I was referring to. We come in the back door to the apartment. We've got this little entrance hall. As you can see, it's never been oiled, so I'm going to do that today. And also the door frame in the bedroom. Andy made the door, and I did oil the door, but didn't do the frame, so I'll try and get that done as well. So just lots of little touching up jobs to do today for me.
Right, so the first thing I need to do is get this cistern out of the way. I need to close this check valve. I have to use a pair of pliers because we lost the levers. Hopefully they'll turn up one day. I think that should have done it. We flushed the loo and it shouldn't fill. That's the result. Oh, there's a little bit of water in it. I wonder if we can get that out. That'll do. We're going to get a bit on the floor, but it doesn't matter. Right, next off with the cistern. Oh, off with the pipe first. There we go, a little dribble, not so bad. Stick him up there out of harm's way. Then just one screw in here. Just whiz him out. And then this should wiggle out of here. There we go. It's away. Oh. And we've not lost much water at all. Right, I'll go and get rid of this somewhere safe. With that out of the way, we've got to get this off the wall now. Remember, expanding foam, it's blooming strong. Ah. It's good stuff. Right, I'll get rid of this mess. So next is to get the air hammer and get all this lot off here so it's all nice and clean and ready for missed a bit there, pointing. I'll do this, I'll change this angle later on. Remember I said I need to pop that pipe up to where my shelf's going to be, but I'm going to get all the mess out of the way first. We thought we got all the mess out of the way, didn't we? We're going to have a little bit more. So we'll cover the loop and crack on. That's it, last bit's done. It was actually a little bit damp that, because they'd used some kind of plaster over the topping parts of it, and as we keep saying many times, you've got to use sand and lime to allow the walls to breathe, and then you don't get any damp at all in them. Right, these are just so dusty, but you can see there's hardly any dust and no dust at all off this lot. So now that will, like all the rest of it, that will dry out lovely, and when it's repointed with sand and lime, it shouldn't give us a problem ever. So, next step. The next step, of course, once again, is to get all this rubbish out. The third time lucky. Righto, we're all clean. And now I'm gonna, we'll switch the water off. I've opened the tap in the kitchen, which is near the next lowest point. This is the lowest point, so I'm just going to open this tap here with my pliers because we lost the things that we painted blue. They're in a safe place, and then just drain them off into my bowl. There we go. Get as low down as we can. That's about it, I think. Not a lot. Right, so I'm going to replace that straight joint with this angle one. They're the same fittings, so the fitting that's on the pipe, all I've got to do is unscrew that and then put this one on, and then I can, well, I'll come back to you in a second on that. I'll just get that off first. So basically what I've got on my pipe is that straight fitting, and I want to put this one in. So all I need to do is break it where the brass is, and then swap it for this one, that way. It should fit, and then put that back on there. Right, so that's done. We've now got an angle on it, so when that goes on the end of my existing pipe, it'll stick up like that with the tap that hasn't got a tap because we lost them in a safe place, pointing outwards. Right, so I'll get that on now. So there it is. The bit we're referring to is the clean bit, pointing up with the valve pointing this way. Cool, we can get the water back on now and then get the cistern back on. So here's a gory close-up of the mess we made the other day with our artificial knot. Sharon's going to touch that in now, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. As if by magic, 10 seconds later, it's done. The there are some light bits, but they will darken up in time to the same colour as the rest of it. So yeah, wonderful, pretty happy with that. Right, so I've got a suitably sized lovely piece of wood. It's actually an offcut off the gate post, but it's perfect. What I want to do is I'm just going to screw this to there in the centre. In fact, I should be able to gauge that visually, which is going to be about there. Put that one under there. I brought two just in case. That's it. So it's leaking a bit of water. Surprise. So I'm just going to get this below the level of where the lid comes onto it, because obviously we don't want it obstructing the lid. And I'm in the centre, which feeling for it is about there. I'm going to pop a screw in it. He moves it with his knee. Okay. Right. There it is. I'll make it a bit tighter actually. That's it. So now I'm going to simultaneously attempt to stick this system back in the loo and glue this to the wall. Not easy. So we need to do this expanding foam. It's nearly empty, up there's enough in it, and a spirit level. If we need to pop it off in the future to get behind for the pointing, we can do that, but it possibly won't need it. So once this is in position, I'm going to put this into the loo, into the feed, this end, and then I'm going to position it against the wall. Then I'm going to pull it forward, I'm going to squirt some squirty foam down the back of it, and put it back. Then I'm going to fill it up with water, which will then, the weight of it will hold it while the foam sets. That's the theory. Who knows, this has never been done before, you know. No man, he's not going in. We'll try putting the rubber on first. That's the way you do it. Put the rubber in first, on the pipe first. Okay, then we need to level him. Like so. Like so, so that's level. Fiddly. We can fiddle about with it in a minute once the foam's in. Right, then we take our squirty foam. Hoping we've got enough in. any naughty bits that come out, we can trim them off after. On in there. Probably a bit. That's enough, we'll leave that. Now we'll just check it for level on there. Oh, it's over there a bit. That way. Perfect. Make sure our wood's level as well. That's not bad actually. Then we'll just let that go off. In fact, I'm gonna stick some water in it. I'm gonna fix this back onto here. Open the tap. The weight of the water in there now will hold it exactly where we want it. So we'll come and see how it's doing in a little bit. I've actually just remembered I've got some gun and foam cleaner. So I've cleaned it off. Big shadow there, eh? So once that dries, you can see we've just got a nice block of wood behind the back. All the rest will be boxed in. When it's pointed up to the wood and around the wood, it should look lovely.
So it's that time, thug life, off to the vets. Here they are, look at, butter wouldn't melt. Hello babies.
At least when we get back, the loo should be dry and serviceable.
Yeah.
You're normally very good on your leaves, but you can see cats everywhere, can't you? Yeah. Come on, in the car.
Good boys.
Come on, in Brucey, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, puppy. Jump, you can do it. No.
Okay, we'll just get them installed.
Come on. Kisses.
There we go. There they are.
Oh dear, there's all caught up on him now. That's nice. Thank you, Brucey. Lovely.
Oh.
Thank you. Right, so as I said, we're off to the vet. Hopefully when we get back that loo should be dry and serviceable. We'll check it for leaks. We'll report back in a bit.
Well, we're back from the vets. I'm just trying to finish this bit of sealing off now before the light fails me. It's a bit of a waste of time actually, because they actually had dissolving stitches, which we kind of thought they would do in this day and age, but anyway, she checked them and it was okay, there was no infection. Yeah, so we bought them another 2 bones, which they can have tomorrow, keep them occupied. And yeah, I'm just going to crack on with this, hopefully get it finished today.
Okay, so we're all about done. Sharon's finished the ceiling, we're going to have a look at that in a second. I remember to move the wire out of the way. We've got a nice clean wall there, ready for pointing. 2 of them in fact now. First I need to get some boxing in done by this. I need to go and pick the stuff up and then do our little shelf across the bottom to hide that pipe. Can you see that? I'll drop the camera down a bit. There we go. So it'll be a nice tidy, big imitation beam looking thing down there, we hope. And then a shelf across the bottom hiding all that lot. If at any point in the future these will just be screwed on, so it'll be dead easy to just get them off, or one piece will be screwed on. Dead easy, just get them off if we need any problems behind here that we need to get to, like the problem we had upstairs. Yes, we shouldn't have any, we don't normally, but if you do, at least you can get to it without destroying your beautiful loo. So yeah, brilliant. Let's go and have a look at the ceiling now. There it is, all done. Once again, beautiful Bordeaux pine. Done the beam on the wall, still got the door frame to do, and I've got the architrave to make, and the skirting boards in the bedroom. One step at a time, we're getting there slowly though. We can probably actually get this door oiled now and this frame around the inside of here, because all the mess is made. There will be a little bit more just from brushing down the stone, but not a significant amount. And by the time we get to that, if Sharon does this tomorrow, by the time I've boxed all the stuff in, It should be dry enough anyway. So we'll have a little chat later and decide what we're going to do next. So that's us done for another day. Sharon's feeding the cats because they're all like starving and chewing up, waiting for the dinner. So yeah, we hope you've enjoyed today's video. We'll have a little chat later between ourselves, decide what we're going to do next tomorrow. It's always a surprise, you see. We hope if you have enjoyed watching it, please consider subscribing. Little button down here. If you check the bell, select all, you'll get notified by YouTube of all our future videos, which are currently 6 days a week. Thanks to all the subscribers, our current subscribers and the new subscribers, and to all the people who have supported us. We'll see you tomorrow.